Hey everyone, John here. It's time for our Thursday evening check-in. Want to see how you guys are doing out there? How was your day today? You're getting towards the end of the week. It's almost Friday. You're going into the weekend. We're another week done with December. This year's almost over. So how are you guys doing out there? How's your week? You hitting those goals? You getting pretty far ahead, moving along one step at a time. Most of you are. I'm seeing a lot of the good work you're doing, and you're doing some really good stuff. Really good work, and I'm pretty confident a lot of you are going to be closing out 2023 really solid, really far ahead of the game. By now, if you haven't, you need to have those 2024 goals already being worked on. Uh, you know, that's how you're going to stay ahead. That's how you're going to get ahead. That's how you're going to be able to stay agile and pivot when real life markets and things and consumerism and all that cool stuff hits. And sometimes you need to make that shift. So keep up those good works. Keep moving forward. Had some really good conversations today, especially just everything from marketing to leadership to opinions on branding and stuff like that. And definitely, I just want to say really good stuff out there. You guys are doing really good. You're teaching me things, and I hope I'm, giving you those tidbits that are good for you and giving you new insights and helping you think as well. For those of you who saw my post this morning, right, really wanted to lay a hard truth out there that you as a leader, if your business and organization sucks, it's your fault, right? You are the leader. It's your fault that is happening. So you need to take ownership of it. You need to take charge of it. But there's another face of being a leader, right? When things are going really well, when things are really good, are you giving your team that credit? Are you giving those who do that hard work that credit they deserve? Right? Too many leaders out there, when things are going good, they're like, look what I did, look what I did, look what I did. And then when things are going bad, they're like, well, my team's not performing well. The team, and it's backwards. That is absolutely backwards. When things are going well, it's your team. You need to address how well your team is. When things are not going well, that's you. Because if your team is not performing, that's on you. You're the leader. You're supposed to be giving them all those ample opportunities, removing those roadblocks, giving them the training, giving them support and encouragement that they can do those things and make the milestones, right? Don't become that toxic leader who's micromanaging them because you're so stressed out about things that you don't know how to efficiently and effectively lead. So there's nothing wrong with taking leadership courses. There's nothing wrong with getting, leadership lessons and practical experience. You should be doing that for your people who have the potential to become leaders one day. You need to be already guiding them, coaching them, and mentoring them to become leaders, right? And so one of the things I do want to mention here is also that when when we start talking what it takes to be a good leader, right? We're not going to dive into this on this video, but when we start talking about it, one of the things that was brought up today, and I want to thank Mark for this, is that you have to be able to have those tough conversations, right? Sometimes people are going to get it wrong. Sometimes your employees are going to be doing the wrong thing or not going to hit expectations in the mark. Doesn't mean they're bad people, but you're going to have those tough conversations when things are not right and to correct the ship. A strong leader knows how to handle it, right? And one of the things that you really have to make sure is not happening is that it's not becoming personal. People will take it personal. Your employees will take it personal sometimes, and it's going to happen. No one likes getting bad news. No one likes being told they did a subpar job or just things are wrong or they can't, they're not hacking it, cutting the mustard, all that. You have to be able to have those hard conversations. But you should also be making it an interactive conversation, right? Developing those plans with each other. Like, okay, hey, we kind of missed the mark. How do you think we should be able to fix this? Or, sometimes in those instances, there's behind the scenes things with those people that you may not know about. It may be a personal matter that's really affecting them. So getting to know your team kind of help alleviates that. But when it's time to have the tough conversation, you can't, it's like bad news. You can't beat around it. You can't take too long. You can't drag your feet. You have to have it. Don't waste time on it. Get it out there. Make sure it's not personal, like it's business. You got to make sure it stays on business lines and it stays professional, right? And then kind of give them that assurance, like, hey, we're going to get through this. We'll figure out a way. We'll develop a plan, whatever the case is, to get through it. But you have to be able to have that tough conversation, right? That's if you're a leader who cannot have that conversation, you are not a good, effective leader, because things are not always happy and rosy and sunshiny and always going smooth. No, life happens. Life is hard. Things get in the way. Your competitors and competition may be knocking you down. The market may be knocking you down. Right? There's a lot of things going on. You have to control it. So don't let it discourage you, because all great leaders learn how to navigate it, get through it. If anything, you're going to learn through repetition and experience. Hopefully you have good coaches and mentors who are going to help guide you through these storms and help guide you through it. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to do it. And you're going to have to bring your team with you, and they're going to have that full-fledged confidence in you and your abilities to get them through there and weather those storms and get through it. So a lot of you out there, I have no doubt in my mind, you got this covered. A little more experience, a little more repetition, you guys are just gonna crush it, grand slam it, right? You guys are good. Hey, and there's nothing wrong with asking, right? There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I could use a little more education on this topic, or I could definitely invest in a little seminar for me to get some extra skills, some knowledge, some new insights, right? If you think that because you took these leadership courses and you've done a few things, you are good, you are wrong, right? Leadership, like anything else, the concepts kind of remain the same, but everything else in the game changes and evolves. People's attitude changes. The way you interact with people changes. The dynamics of the team change. So therefore, your leadership style changes, and it's not a one size fits all approach, right? There's different ways to lead different teams and different individuals within the teams, right? So you got to kind of refresh your repertoire. You got to kind of just get out there, learn those new skills, kind of figure out how you need to apply it, when you need to apply it, which methods, right? And you just continue to learn and grow. And just that's what it should be about. You should never stop learning, never stop growing. You're gonna make mistakes. I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. It's gonna happen. But that's where that tough conversation comes back into play. If you have a boss and you make a mistake, your boss should be having that tough conversation with you. But it doesn't always have to be a negative thing, right? It's good to make mistakes, and you can learn from, and you kind of learn how to navigate around it. So, hey guys, keep up the good work. Don't get discouraged by this. You guys are crushing it. We're going to end 2023 off solid. We're going into 2024 guns blazing, right? Ready to go. As always, guys, always here if you need me. Love talking with you. Love hearing those comments and your insights within the comments and the chats and the DMs. Love it. You guys are amazing. You're superstars. You're helping me each and every day, and I want to make sure I'm helping you each and every day. And that's why I'm here for you guys. And you know what? Sometimes you just need a person to vent to. And I'm here for that. If you just need to vent, get something off your chest, or something's bugging you, by all means. Or maybe somebody had that tough conversation with you. Maybe you had that tough conversation with someone. Maybe my post hit a little in the chest today about being that leader who's not performing up to the needs of the team and the organization. That's what I'm here for, guys. We're gonna get through this together. We're gonna crush it. We're gonna keep moving forward, growing, learning, advancing, and you know what? We're bringing our teams up with us. We don't go down to their levels. We bring them up to our levels, right? All right, guys. Always here if you need me. Keep up the great work, and as always, stay good.